first time I heard Mac Dre, it was a little later than most people. I didn't really start listening to him till about 2004, and I my hoes. But
Oh, you was pimping?
I mean, I guess that's what you can call it. But I definitely wasn't getting my heart involved in any situation, and I always made sure that I was, in control.
Oh, okay.
But Mac Dre and Not My Job was my anthem. So, I mean, I listen to that regularly.
It wasn't your job to love these hoes, huh?
No, absolutely not.
See, I can't quite remember the first time I heard Mac Dre. I remember being really, really young and going to my cousin's house. My cousin used to sell CDs, right, and tapes. When he get tired of them, he wanted to get the new stuff. He'd sell the old ones. And I remember I bought the Young Black Brother CD. And at the time, I remember when I bought it, I was confused because there was a song on that CD that was on the Mac Dre, the California Living. And I remember having that at a young age, but I remember having Stupid Doo Doo Dumb. I remember having a few of them, a few Mac Dre's, but I can't quite remember the first time I heard him, to be honest with you. I just remember him being just a household name, and if you were into like underground rap music, that's what you listened to,
Yeah, that's crazy, because I don't really remember the first time I heard Mac Dre either. I just remember CMC, the California Living video.
I remember that too. I remember him being a staple though. He was always like a well, he wasn't always a big name in a sense where like he was known worldwide at the time, but in the early '90s he was a household name here in the Bay. I know that at least, But his music was getting out though. It definitely was getting out. And then when he went to prison and he did some time, I think that's around the time when a lot of people really started listening to him. In my opinion. Yeah. But I was a kid too though, so you gotta imagine. This is the '90s. I'm not even 10 years old yet, so.
Man, I remember first time I heard Mac Dre was at my cousin's house. He was playing radio. So hard.
Too hard for...
Man, that one, and then they had another one called Song For You.
Oh, yeah.
Man, those two right there, it was a movement when he was around. Like I remember they would be playing Mac Dre so much that it'd be like is that all y'all know? It's just Mac Dre? Like what else y'all be on? But it was at the time it was the hottest thing to be playing. Like Mac Dre was it. That was the
he had his reign, and then untimely passing, so it was just like, man.
Yeah.
He might have put like 10 years of wind on his career, just and him going, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. I always think about, because I feel like he passed right when like the hyphy movement was like starting to like get his little wave, and like he kind of missed that like okay, it's about to really start getting like global, and I wish he would have still had the torch. Because I think it would have lasted longer. The hyphy movement would have been just like couple years. It'd have been like 10-year stretch.
Oh, yeah.
We still try to grab that essence now, but I think we would have held it longer if Mac was still here.
So Mac Dre, the Romper Room. Everybody was talking about Mac Dre back in the days. He had that court case. I don't remember if I was listening to him before or after that stuff. But the Romper Room Gang is like one of the most memorable things that I have from him. Just his whole like robbery case and the kind of music he was playing with the effect, coming from jail.
Rapping over the phone.
And really, really, really gassing, man. He was an original. Ain't nobody rap like Mac Dre. I just remember his swag, man. It was real. It was authentic. He made people dance. He had music that was not only hardcore but fun. It was just Mac Dre is a legend. You know, when we lost him, man, that was one of the biggest losses. It was tough losing Mac Dre because he wasn't even in town when he was gone. He was out in Kansas, and he had shows to do. He had like a lot of stuff on his calendar, more albums to make. Gone too soon, man.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
The first time you heard Mac Dre. Come on, man. you heard him without even you heard him.
For real.
He's coming out early in the 80s. Man, this boy came out in the 80s, bro. So you gotta think about it. You was hearing it. You was like, oh, too hard for the fucking radio. Too hard for the fucking. Hey. That was back in the days, man. But I know I heard it because it was on KMEL. You know it.
Hell yeah.
And
CMC.
man, we was laced with game subconsciously, bruh, because of this guy.
Oh
Can
yeah.
you feel me? Can you really feel that? The music that he was making before his time.
One of my favorite rappers.
He's got to be damn near one of the best rappers.
Is this from
in
California
the
living
world.
alone?
California Bear, all up in your head.
Yeah.
I'll take it there. But you know what? That's my guy, man. That's my guy, man. Because there's another question about him later. And I'm just thinking, man, how to disguise, man. Because this dude done laced up with so much fucking game, man. You didn't even know it. You didn't even know you had it.
Yup.
Subconsciously, I'm telling you.
Just put game up in your vein.
So anyway, the first time I heard him, I'm going to say Mac Dre's the name. Mac Dre's the name, honestly, because I'm kind of a late bloomer. You know what I mean?
But remember, he had Mac Dre's name was a single too.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm saying. But like the first time I really put it together, connected the dots, and it was like, I'm doing what I do. Don't get mad.
When did I first get into Mac Dre? I would say like 89, 90 on the California Music Channel. They'd be playing that California Living video. And you know, my parents had like them big old house speakers and shit. You hook it up to the TV stereo button and it just fucking slap. So I'd be knocking that. When he went to jail, that shit kind of hurt because you know, it was like, fuck, man, you know, this dude's hella cool. You know, like why the fuck he gotta go to jail, man? You know what I mean? And you know, for a long time there was kind of like a little bit of an empty spot. Like, yo, when's he coming home? Because I know he's gonna have some good music. When he did come home, you know, it was like he never left, man. You know about the hyphy era and all the shit, you know. But I like young Mac Dre. I like that Young Black Brother shit. I like the shit from when he got home too, though. But the Young Black Brother album, man, there's some knockers on there, man. And you know, I'ma always have a special sentimental place for that album, whatever, because you know the memories, man. You know, it just takes you back every time you hear that album. That's kind of why I'm doing this project, is so we could talk about those albums and where we were at and how it made you feel back in the day, because it's special, man.
Dre,
you know,
was, you know, everyone knows he was a great artist, but he was a good person too, a real cool person. I got to know him. So I first met Mac Dre, was through Kyrie, and it was after the Mac. So the Mac came first, and then Mac Dre came. I remember Kyrie saying that. And then, of course, one time when this is in the early 90s, so I had Mac Dre and Kyrie come on the radio show, I think in 1990. Anyway, and it was right after the Mac was killed, and they were just sort of talking about it and the shock of it. And anyway, so Mac Dre, I worked with him on these different things. I'm actually in this video of his, and got the whole thing was when, you know, he came out with this record, and it was just an amazing sound. And then Kyrie, the producer, who also, you know, people got to hear Mac Mall through him too, was such an influential figure. And then, you know, again, the funk music, with all of the different releases that dropped. And Young Black Brother records were truly, you know, influential in the Bay Area, and bringing like Mac Dre. And I think Mac Dre's death, in terms of people dying, I think ones that hit me hardest would have been Mac Dre, because I knew the guy.
First time I heard Mac Dre, that nigga got a song called Mac Dre's the Name.
That shit slaps.
They used to kill house parties. He had a long version of that motherfucker. That shit was
That's
like
a
10
little roller
minutes.
skate beat, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
He had like a 10-minute version of that motherfucker. And
I wish I had that.
in East Palo Alto, we used to be big in house parties, like in the late 90s, late 80s, all through the 90s. House parties was the shit. And Mac Dre had that motherfucking Mac Dre's name, bro. And they used to play the long version of that motherfucker. My God. Every fucking house party, that shit'll rip that bitch. You play the long version of that motherfucker, niggas be dancing today. Niggas will sweat their motherfucking outfit out fucking with that song. But Mac Dre is definitely man, I love Mac Dre. Me and Mac Dre got the same last name, and I think we related. Andre Hicks, my name Adam Hicks.
I always wanted that shit too.
Yeah. My dad said we got family out there in Vallejo too, so I'm gonna look into that, you know what I'm saying? But man, shout out to my nigga Mac Dre. The first time I heard Mac Dre was definitely Mac Dre's name. He used to kill the house parties. Then he came with the Too Hard for the fucking radio. And you go to the house party, he used to play them records back to back. They play the Mac Dre's name first, the long version. Then they throw the motherfucking Too Hard for the fucking radio and nigga kill the fucking house parties. But I've been on Mac Dre since like the late 80s, early 90s. He came with the What's Really Going On EP. He had the California Living and All Damn Day, y'all, and the motherfucking Punk Police. And oh yeah, I'm a big Mac Dre fan, man. You know, Young Black Brother album, man. Cause living the life of a young black brother. Hey man, Mac Dre is that nigga, man. You know, don't get it fucked up. Mac Dre is that nigga. Rest in peace to my nigga Mac Dre. I met him. I got a cold story, nigga. A legendary story. 1994, they had the Gavin Convention in Frisco. We had a show, us, RBL, GLP, JT and GLP. We had a show with AMG at the Stone, I believe. AMG was headlining the Stone. And we was all on the bill. This was for the Gavin Convention 1994. 1994 was in Frisco, 1995 was in Oakland.
Damn.
So we had the sound check. We was at the Stone. And all of us was on the bill. Us, RBL, Cool Nut, Mac Dre. We was all on the bill that night. That was like a Bay Area classic show. I think the Click was even on the motherfucking bill. AMG. Shout out to my nigga AMG. He wanted everybody to leave while he did do a sound check. I don't know what the reason was, but he wanted everybody to leave while he do a sound check. So we was all backstage. We all did our sound check. He was the last one. He was headlining, so he did his sound check last. Security in the building made all of us leave, go outside while he do a sound check. So later on that night at the Gavin Convention, they had like a little, I forgot who was doing the show that night. I think AMG had a show that night at the Gavin Convention. So we all went to the show. And we was all sitting out in the lobby. Us, IMP, RBL, Mac Dre and them. We was all sitting out in the lobby. And AMG came through. AMG, DJ Quick, Second to None, High C, all that whole little clique came through. Shout out to all of my niggas, DJ Quick, High C, Second to None. I love all them niggas' music. They all came through, but the Bay was out there thick. Delinquents, shout out to my niggas Delinquents. I think the Loonies Drew Down and all them niggas was out there. And we was all sitting out there, and AMG came through. and motherfucking Mac Dre and Cool Nut ran up on that nigga. I'm gonna do my best impressions that I can. Bear with me, crowd, if y'all watching. Cool Nut smiled up on that nigga. Hey, homie, check this shit out, bro. Nah, I ain't need to say bro. Let me rewind.
Paraphrase.
Let me paraphrase. Check this out, homie. All that bullshit, you in the Bay, bro, homie. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make us leave for you so you can do your sound check? That shit wasn't cool. I wasn't feeling that. So Mac Dre slide up. This is real talk. Shout out to my homegirl, Cool Nut daughter.
I can see this shit just the way you say it.
Real talk. This is real story.
I can see it.
My homegirl, AMK, Alien Mac Kitty, Cool Nut's daughter, have a picture on her Instagram page of Mac Dre and Cool Nut. This is the same night that this shit went down. So everybody that's watching this, if you know AMK, Alien Mac Kitty, Cool Nut's daughter. Go on her page. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it on my page. I'm gonna give him a copy of the picture.
Shout out the girl, man. The pop legend.
AMK.
Love him.
It's a picture of Cool Nut and Mac Dre. This is the same night that I'm talking about. This is at the Gavin Convention in 1994 in San Francisco. Mac Dre slide up. Yeah, Cuddy. That shit wasn't cool, Cuddy. You gonna make a motherfucker leave so you can do your sound check, Cuddy? We don't get down like that out here, nigga. I'm just saying, this Cool Nut. I'm just saying no. That was hella disrespectful. Nigga, we don't need to bite none of your shit, nigga. We got our own style out here, nigga. Cool, Mac Dre. That's right, Cuddy. We don't need to copy none of your shit, nigga. We pimps out here, nigga. So, check game, nigga.
Do you remember when rapping Forte changed the world? And I'm gonna see if I got this right with you, man. For me, rapping Forte changed the world in when he was in that song with Tupac, man. Only God Could Judge Me.
Yup.
Cause how we came on that song, man.
Pac, I feel you.
Whoo! And he was in there, man. Cause that song right there is deep, man. Cause only God could judge me. And that's where I wanted, man. Just
He said them two niggas represent the bag.
representing the back. Pac, I feel you. Keep it on the real. Let's say them busters come out and try to kill you. Man. You gotta look over your shoulder, man, sometime.
First time I heard Game recognized Game. Yep. I mean, again, it was me hanging around with my big brother and sister. I used to always tag team with them, but
Can you remember that far back? Because that was like, what, summer 93?
honestly, I think my cousin was doing a concert with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they sang that song in concert. That was like the first time I heard it. And they was like, you know, doing a little dance and all that
Get
stuff.
Low.
Oh my goodness, it blew my mind.
I still do the Get Low.
Yeah, man. I don't think I ever knew how to do that, but you know, especially now with the knees.
Yeah, knees is shot. I do the Get Low, I'm going to pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Remember the
But
first
yeah,
time
that's definitely one of my favorite
heard
songs.
Game recognized Game in the Bay, man. So, you know, it's embedded, man. Man, that just made you just open up to the game, really. If you weren't, you know what I'm saying, Ace Boom Coon, you might have been late, you know, showing up, but once you heard that, it was activated.
Yup.
It was just, the game was activated. It really was. Especially in the Bay, because, you know what I'm saying, in a major way, man, we had it, man. We had all the hookups, you know what I'm saying? Just buy a CD.
Right.
That's it. You know which one to buy. Oh shit. That was back before Napster and shit, or Napster was just coming out, huh?
Yeah, you can go to the record store and buy some Bay shit. Anything in there from the Bay was hard.
Yeah, I was trying to download that shit before YouTube and shit. Woo, man, in the Bay, man.
My favorite tape and CDs, man, I would say, shit, man, it's between two groups. RBO Posse, Ruthless by Law, and Totally Insane Backstreet Life. Like, you know how you give a broader scenario? What CD would you take that you would only bump, and what's your favorite drink? Well, shit, I would say some High Speed and a little bit of that Backstreet Life.
What's High Speed, man?
Man, you know, we invented it in East Palo Alto, man. I was 17, 16, motherfuckers.
Give them the recipe.
Man, shit, you gonna hit a high speed after you drink some high speed, you know what I'm saying? It's that Tanqueray gin, pineapple juice, and a little dash of that Red Bull. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, get you amped up.
How did you adjust your hustle last year? And last year was deep. Man, we had to cut our losses and really just hustle where you could. you know. And for me, I was lucky working for the post office, you know. I had to work, so I mean, I was lucky I had a job, man, and I'm happy. I'm happy I am where I, you know, could have been a lot worse. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And I know a lot of people are suffering, and that's why we need to look at the music and really just appreciate it and go back, man. You deserve it.
Go back and reflect, huh?
Yeah, and we need to just commend these artists from the Bay and really give it back to them, because we needed them.
Yep.
Now more than ever, reflecting on the whole year, couple years, 2021 right now, you know, we gonna have to just cut the losses, man. Ain't taking no shorts no more, man. We gotta just, you know, bubble up. So get that portfolio, broaden it, silver, all the things, you know, whatever that you could broaden, imagine, you know, the stock market. And we gotta, you know, get another job, you know what I'm saying? Job to support the job.
Yeah, you gotta have a side hustle.
You gotta, more than one.
Yeah, you gotta have something else to bring you, especially if you're gonna live in the Bay.
When we got earthquakes, you know, so get your little earthquake kit, get your little food insurance, because you paying insurance on everything else. Psyching, I'm playing, but you need insurance on food. If you was having money, you would have insurance on food and on cars and on boats and all kind of shit that we can't afford. Well, me, I personally. But man, insurance on food, because you never know when something bad gonna happen and you ain't got no toilet paper or something.
Gotta have a kit.
Got to get you a little kit going, because you know there's all kind of kids out there for you.
Bay Area anthems, 5 on it. I mean, hands down. That's like
that's the one, huh?
that is the one. I think like all over the country, anybody that plays that song, they know that that's the Bay Area anthem.
They do.
And yeah, we still listen to that all the time, especially at Cal Skate. They used to play that Cal Skate.
Oh shit, she said Cal Skate.
5 on it trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Bitch. All the guys would say bitch and all the girls would say trick. But yeah, those were like really good times. But even still, they play that song. Everybody know that's a Bay Area anthem.
Oh yeah. Then the Warriors took it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, they're the Bay Area, so
Keeps us on the map always.
always.
Souls of Mischief, 93 until infinity. Remember that? Sure do. So this was a 10-year-old youngster, you know, at the skating rink, requesting the song, you know. It was a smooth little vibe. It was nice. It had you rocking with your lady back when you was holding hands and stuff. Oh man, trying to request that little dance to skate with her, whatever. Hey, let's do this little skate off to the oo-wop. Man, I gotta say it was a smooth jam. Back when you had good knees, doing the hand motions.
That's the case no more.
Not the case no more.
Knees are shot.
Yeah, it was good vibes, and it was real cool, man. I remember that. Hell yeah. 93 till infinity. Had that nice tone, humming. Man, smooth, brother.